lest we forget to record.
For those of you who are just joining, sound off in the chat with where you're located and your favorite thing about being part of the Food Social community.
The other thing that I love is the human-generated content that we make. In an age of AI everything, I love that everything is human-generated on Food Social. Human-generated products, human-generated recipes, human-generated interactions, human-to-human connections, where it's at. All right, do I dare play music now that I'm back for real?
Go for it.
I'm
Yeah.
trying. Yeah, Medeski, Martin, and Wood. Anyone? Cool. Sounds like waiting music. Hello, everyone. Nice to see everybody. Hi, Mary. Hi, V. Hi, Jesse. Have we gone to 2 pages of participants yet? Not yet. Sorry for the link fiasco. I don't know if anyone even knows it was a fiasco. Hopefully you did know it was a fiasco? Yeah, okay, it was a fiasco. At least 5 minutes ago, we were like, where's the link? I don't know. Did we have a link? We have a link now. It's nice to see everybody. Happy Tuesday. Is it warm where everyone is? Good weather, bad weather? No. Reed shaking his head. No. 85. Yeah. It's warm here today too in Pittsburgh. 80s. 80 flat is like choice. Good weather.
We've got rain every day for like the next week almost.
I saw you were getting like some severe thunderstorm tornado activity there today. Wasn't sure
And
if that was
yesterday,
impact your ability to be on this call.
thankfully. Thankfully, right now there is no thunderstorm, but it's coming. I can see it.
Yeah.
The worst is the thunderstorm. So in our bedroom, we have like a giant wall of windows. And the worst is the middle of the night thunderstorms that have like the horrible lightning, like the strobe light lightning, because it's like a disco party all night in our bedroom. And I don't want disco. I want to be sleepy.
Once in a great while, it'll be so bright that it wakes me up, and I'm like, oh boy, that was a whopper of a lightning strike. All right, well, what we're doing is putting our favorite parts about the Food Social community in the chat, or you can say it out loud if you want to. Full disclosure, if you say it out loud, you might end up on a social media video. I don't know if that's an incentive or disincentivizing people. Your choice.
Oh, Mary, that sounds beautiful.
You're muted, Mary.
Try that again.
Mhm.
The flowers this year are something else. We only have a little bit of this, but by June it'll be our June gloom, and then by July the flowers will be dead. So
Mary, you've got a lot of big fans of Profanity Jam on this call here. Lots of creators who participated in Spring into Flavor.
I cannot even tell you how nice it is to meet you all, because I think if I did it right, I followed you all yesterday and saved the recipes. So now if I can get Bill to fix the Android app, I would be
Oh.
so happy.
Oh, so early in the call for that kind of heat, Mary. But
You know
That
why
heat.
though? You know why? It's because I want notifications
I
when I'm
know.
not on my laptop.
I know. We need help replicating that. So maybe sometime we'll bring you in on one of our dev calls and we'll just
Sure.
try and do like a live log of what's going on.
Yeah, I can show you what happens. It just doesn't allow any entry.
Typical dev calls are 2:30 to 3:30 Eastern, Tuesdays and Fridays. If you can make any of those, send me a Slack message and we'll bring you in and we'll fix it for you in real time.
Could
I
you
was
say those
I
times
was
again?
just I was just on a call with our developer just a second ago doing that as well, with a Apple little bug with collections that I think doing it real time, you actually solve it pretty quickly
Yeah.
because they can track exactly what's going on and get to the bug.
I can log it and see.
Hmm.
We will get it fixed. Well, welcome everybody. It's so nice to see all of you. Thanks for finding your way to the call today with the last minute link swap, link change, link fiasco. This is our, oh gosh, probably between 12th and 15th town hall that we've had. It's crazy to think that we've been doing these quarterly town halls for years now. Luckily, in the last few years, we've kind of gotten a little bit better at doing these. I think I would credit the improvement in the last year to our weekly happy hours, which many of you are regulars on. So this kind of feels like a little bit of an elevated happy hour. So some things that we're going to cover today might not be news to you, but I hope that everybody brings something away from this call today, something new, a new connection to somebody else in our community that maybe you haven't met before. If you're new in the last 3 to 6 months, please introduce yourself in the chat. Or if you'd like to say a few words, you can, of course, too. Just raise your hand in the thing, and I'll get to you. But hopefully giving everyone opportunities to chime in today. If you've never been on one of our town halls before, this is a true town hall, open format, where we're going to go through an agenda of sorts of what we did in the last quarter or so, and what's coming up, and what are the things happening right now. If you want to chime in the chat as we're going, that's totally okay. If you want to raise your hand or react or say something, that's totally okay too. We're a community first. And I think I was saying this a little bit earlier, but in this age of artificial content, artificial intelligence, artificial connection, we're doing it all as real as we possibly can. We're building this food social community together, a place where creators and brands and home cooks can all connect and thrive, where we can share our common love of food. Food is something that connects all of us. I could ask everyone to raise their hand if they've eaten so far today. Surely everybody has had a bite of food so far, right? I think about food all the time, and I think many of you do too. And food has this amazing ability to connect us to different times, different places, to our culture, to our roots, to our ancestry, to our home, to our childhood, if you want to. Some of us might like that. And so this community spirit of building this together, of doing things, of building things that benefit all of us, is something that's so important. It's central to our ethos. It's something that makes me excited to get up and work on this with all of you every single day. Even on the tough days, there's nothing I'd rather be doing. So happy to have all of you here. This feels very mission driven. I hope you all feel the same way. Before we get started, Katie, I see you have your hand raised. Is there something you wanted to share before we dive in?
No, that was just me raising my hand saying that I ate today. Sorry.
Oh, okay. A little bit of a hallelujah, I ate. All good. I've got an eclectic mix of things to show and tell about today. As I said, I'd love for folks to jump in, join in if you'd like. I'm going to get to the appropriate tab in my browser. I have many tabs open, including the emergency we need to schedule this town hall tab. But first thing I'm going to start on is our what is Food Social video. Can everybody see this iOS background?
Yes.
Oh, you know what? I don't think I did the thing where I share my
Share
audio.
sound.
Yeah, darn it. I'm so bad at remembering that. Let's do it once more. Let's get it right from the beginning, guys, right? Here we go. If any of you haven't seen this, we put this together early in the quarter. We actually put it together as a bit of a how to explain this to potential investors, how to explain this to brands or creators who want to join Food Social. And as I just said, it is community first. So if you haven't seen this yet, enjoy.
Meet Food Social, a social recipe community and integrated marketplace. Here, you can explore thousands of recipes, connect with the creators, and shop for products. Our marketplace integrates directly into our featured creators' recipes, putting the right product in front of the right customer at the right time. It's like having a sales channel with the added benefit of authentic influencer marketing, complete with robust analytics. But even more than the tools, the real magic of Food Social is in the community. It means bringing people together on weekly virtual happy hours, bridging the gap between brands and creators through collaborations, recipe campaigns, product gifting, and virtual events. It means giving brands a platform to tell their unique stories. It means that we're built by creators and brands, for creators and brands. It means that we're committed to connecting our world and building a better one through the love of food. Meet Social Recipe.
That was voiced by our co-founder, Haley. She is apparently the voiceover queen. I didn't realize that, but she did that audio take in like 3 minutes. And so I was like, okay, you're hired forever. Okay, a quick look at our operational stats before that. Yeah, if you want to share it, you can share it from our YouTube channel. I'm guessing somebody here in the group can grab the link. If you go to our YouTube channel, it's under the Shorts tab on the channel. And we like making lots of little juicy shareable things, like that's on LinkedIn. It's on our Instagram page. You're welcome to share it on your own socials. Use it as much as you'd like. We'd love that. We encourage that. And if you need anything else shareable, get in touch. A couple operational stats. We had 16% growth in the number of recipes on the platform. We started the year at just over 7,300 recipes. We're now at just about 8,500 recipes. We've been seeing a great increase month over month in the number of those. I think that's a good pulse check on our health in terms of our community, having creators who are continually engaged and bringing in new recipes. So congrats to all of us on that one. We've had really high user growth this year so far. We're on track to reaching more than 3 million unique users in 2025. That is an amazing audience to be bringing in. It's a testament to how we're executing on our strategy for growing, and how we're growing Food Social is first being the best home for creators. And so if there's something that you think we could do to improve Food Social, we always want to hear about it. You can just drop it in the chat here. You can Slack it to us. You can email it to us. If you wake up from a dream, write it down, let us know. But we want to be the best home for creators. By doing that, we're all going to bring our audience to the platform as followers so that we can reach them with notifications when we post new content, when we post recipes, collections, meal plans, posts. Being able to reach our audience, and brands too, is our lifeline in the social media world. So the more we bring our audience to the platform, the more control we have over that access over the long term. I know a lot of you have seen dips in your reach in Instagram this week, and it's like really disheartening. We're not doing it that way. We're making it so that there's that continual connection with your followers on Food Social. That is a core principle to what we're building. So bring your followers. We are doing that. We're going to reach a bunch of them this year. We've had 19 new featured creators in the quarter, and we've had about 40 new brands join the platform in the quarter. Our marketplace now has about 3,500 products, and we're seeing about a 30% increase in shopping month over month. We still have a long way to go in terms of growing that to where we think we could be, but we're encouraged about the assortment that is available in the market. We're going to take a look at it in a little bit here. We'll show different aspects of what we've been iterating on in terms of product. But that's sort of at a glance what our stats look like for the quarter. Since we last met, which would have been late January, we finished our Recipe Rumble, and that's the next thing that I'm going to show with sound enabled. Our little Recipe Rumble recap. This is also just a minute long. Sound like a tiger. So we loved seeing all of those recipes from the Recipe Rumble back in January. We have been growing the number of campaigns and activations with brands. As many of you know, we're in the midst of our Spring into Flavor campaign, which we're going to go over later in the agenda here. But the Recipe Rumble was a lot of fun. We had 5 brands participating in that one. We saw about 50 recipes that were shared as a result of that. 5 teams. Let's see. Did the meatballers win? And then Pooja, you had the individual recipe that won, right? With your extremely innovative mozzarella stuffed chicken nuggets, which was like the kind of the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Thank you.
It was a well-deserved win. So we're doing a lot more of that in the coming months. There's going to be ample opportunities for both brands and creators to participate in those. We'll go over the specific opportunities and what we're seeing with our current activation as a result. What did we build? I'm looking at notes because there's no way I could possibly remember all of this. Right around the last town hall, we had released our Apple iOS app. How many of you have downloaded the app? Mary, I know that we're working on the Android one for you. Everyone's got the app. I hope you have the app. If you don't have the app, it's obviously free for you and your followers to use. We want that access for your followers. It's in iOS and Android. There's an easy link. It's just foodsocial.io/app, and both links are on that page. It's super easy to share it. So if you want to share it with your followers, you don't have to share a separate iOS and Android link. It's just .io/app. We're really excited about that one too. We're rolling out more and more features for you to have touch points with your followers. So I would encourage you to bring your audience to the app environment so they can get push notifications for your content. That would be best practices. We released our collections. So I'm going to show that next. If you haven't yet used this is pretty much brand new. This took a little bit longer for us to launch this spring than we were hoping for, but we do like to ship good code that works. We had a minor bug with this on the iOS app over the last 24 hours that we got resolved. Thank you to those who let us know about it. What is this? It's essentially like Pinterest, but for recipe content on Food Social. So you can navigate throughout the platform. I'll actually show you what that looks like as well. You can navigate throughout the platform. This bookmark icon now brings up a list where natively you'll just have favorites and recipes for meal plans. So anyone that was using the saving functionality before, those recipes were potentially used in meal plans. So that's where those live now. You have a new category called favorites, which we view as being a default collection. And you can also create new collections too using this pop-up. Are you guys still able to see these pop-ups, the windows of what's happening? Cool. You can name these just like a Pinterest board. So I guess these are names that I've used before. Other meals I want to make. You can upload your own image for these as well. If you don't upload an image, it'll be the first recipe that you save to this collection. So you can go and click create this collection. It's going to now pull in pennies, coconut curry mushrooms on my personal profile. The one that I was just showing you was the Food Social team profile. We were compiling recipes for the Spring into Flavor activation on this profile. So I'll actually show you this one because I want to show the Spring into Flavor stuff later. But this is a great way for you to save your recipes across the platform. That's like one of the key pain points for home cooks is where are all my recipes? Are they screenshots on my phone? Are they saved items on Instagram? Are they here? Are they there? We don't know. This is an organizational tool that not only lets home cooks organize recipes that they want to make on the platform, but it also enables you as a creator or brand to create distinct collections that you can then share out. So Michelle made a muffin collection on her profile. I'll probably make a dessert one for Primal Palette. You can make as many collections as you want. They each have distinct URLs that you can share out. We're going to make some improvements to this page too. We're going to put the name of the collection here. That was a Michelle suggestion and a great one, so that you know which collection you're in. We're also going to make it easy for you to share these types of things from the app, where the URLs are not as easily accessible. So we're working on making improvements to these, but we're really excited about these. In conjunction with this release, we also released this new Create call to action. So this it makes more logical endpoints for the types of create actions that we have. So if you want to make a recipe, you can click this and it takes you to the recipe upload page. If you want to make a collection, it takes you to that pop-up. If you want to make a meal plan, it takes you to the meal plans page. I hope everybody knows that we have meal plans. This is an amazing tool as well. You can drag and drop these into this center column. It spits out a shopping list. It's super cool. Nobody else has this for free. We don't talk about it enough. It's a very cool tool. Other things that we released, I guess I'll do this while I'm here. We released wish lists on our marketplace. This is essentially another saving functionality. So you'll see here in this view, you've got these little hearts now on the products. This allows you to save this to your wish list, which is up here in the top navigation of the market. So you access this by going to the shop tab in the app or the shop in the navigation. And then this will pull up any items that you've saved here. So you can save these for future use. If they're items that you order frequently, if they're items that you want to try, or even if you want to send this to someone, you can click Share Wish List. I have a really hard time saying that word. And give them the little hint that they might need for Mother's Day, for Father's Day, for your birthday, or maybe just, hey, I want to try these and I thought you should know about them. Very excited about this functionality. And it was very easy to implement, which I love. Other than that, we also launched improved analytics and dashboards on your profile. Show of hands, has everyone seen those on their profile? Yes. Hopefully you're checking those out. It's just under the profile menu. It's My Portal. And if you scroll down on that page, there's really incredible analytics on how people are interacting with your content or products. So check those out. We are continuing to refine how those work. And on the brand side, looking at different types of events that are getting triggered so we can provide better and better insights into how things are performing on the platform. A whole lot has happened in the chat, so I'm just taking a quick glance. Yes, Tony sort of said, we'll continue to add to these reports. We'll make them more and more useful. Let us know if there are things you think we should be adding that we can. Like you said, it is a V1. Dramatic pause so I can breathe and take a sip. Anyone have any questions on any of that stuff? I'm probably going to do a lot of talking today because there's a lot to talk about. I'm going to hand the mic to others. So if you want to say something, please do.
I will say those analytics brands also have that portal as well. So
yeah, all brands have that right now. It's going to be a feature for subscribing brands in the not too distant future. So I think all the brands on here are subscribing brands, so you'll maintain those. But we do think that there's a lot of value in those. And so at a certain point, we are going to make that just for subscribing brands. Thanks for adding that, Michelle. That's a good thing to mention. Okay, feel free to interrupt me as we continue on here. In my next tab, which this is the easiest way to do this. We had a bunch of brands joining the platform. I made this collage for March. I didn't have enough time or forethought to make it for the entire spring cohort, but we had a ton of brands join. The brands that have joined in Q1 have really elevated our market offering. I know there are some brands that I've already tried and really enjoyed. that we've been talking about in other avenues, like our Friday Fave show. A personal favorite in our house is the House Party dairy-free like nacho cheese, which is incredibly good. There are all kinds of fun things. If you've tried something new that you've really enjoyed from our marketplace, drop it in the chat so that others can see it. But we're really excited about all the brands that are joining Food Social and continuing to offer more and more products for folks who are coming and shopping our market. If you're from one of the new brands, tell us about what your products are in the chat. So actually, I know that we've only got like um, two brands here today. Mary and V, do you guys just want to do like a quick sort of 60-second intro of like what your brand is and what you all offer? Mary, are you willing to go first?
Sure. Well, I think I've met most of you already, so it's good to see you all again. And the ones I haven't, thank you again for all your creative efforts. Like you are truly elevating the usage of our product, and that means a great deal. So my company is the Profanity Jam line. We launched first sale last year in March, and luckily enough, I met Michelle and Allie at the food show this year. So between the retail end of it and the wholesale end of it, we're kind of letting you guys push our retail sales right now, other than our Instagram feed and all that kind of stuff. And my darling daughter-in-law, Kay, and I are handling the B2B stuff and trying to learn how to work with distributors and what tie high means on a pallet and all this other, I didn't have this with needlepoint. So, but thank you again. It's very special. Thank you.
Learning how to wrap a pallet was actually one of my favorite things.
It was when I was in manufacturing a long time ago.
Yeah. Do you like wrap and then do a twist like
Oh yeah.
midway around? Yeah, I mean that's the secret sauce
Gotta
right
keep it.
there. Yeah, that's legit.
I don't do my own now. I have a 3PL guys now.
Ah, I love wrapping our pallets. And I was like, I'm gonna teach everybody how to do this. Well, welcome, Mary. We're so happy to have
Thank you.
Happy to have you in our Spring into Flavor campaign. V from Pascha Chocolate is here. V, will you give a brief intro on Pascha?
Hello, everyone. I know tons of people here already. Pascha Chocolate is a family-owned company. It's like literally husband and wife. We're very small. We really care about the environment with our chocolate. We're Uber certified. So our dark chocolate we make in we make it where? In the Andes Mountains, and we even do the packaging and everything there. So we support the farming community that delivers our chocolate, but also because we're so certified, there's not a lot of travel time from the bean to the chip to the bar. It literally just goes over the mountain into the factory and then is shipped to the United States, packaged, already done. And then we have we're an American company, but basically we're run out of Canada. So that's kind of interesting because you can't get us in Canada, but you can only get us in America. We have bars and we have chips, and we do have some new products coming out that I really can't tell you about, but very soon, that I think is going to just blow everybody away. And then probably last but not least, I've been with Pascha forever and I'm still with Pascha, but this is probably the last time you're going to see me on these calls. Maybe Friday, I'm going to introduce Yana to you. I have heart disease and multiple sclerosis. I live with a lot of disease, and it's just gotten to the point now where I need to take a step back. So I'm just going to be the copywriter and the content calendar and just doing behind the scenes stuff. But this community matters so much to me. So we do have someone taking over for us, Yana. I'm going to bring her in on Friday, introduce her to the food social community. You can still reach out to me if anyone needs me. I'm still at v@paschachocolate.com, and I check that all the time. But I know I was out for a while, and then I came back, and this is probably going to be a permanent dip out. I'm Social Security age now, people. So start acting like it. But yeah, heart disease is no joke. So I appreciate everything everyone's doing here because this is the community that keeps me looking like I don't have heart disease. So, but yeah, Pascha is just very passionate, and We just really care about the community and the environment, and we're 1 to 3 ingredients. That's all that's in our chocolate. So that says a lot right there.
And your I hope it's okay to say this, but your sister brand Lovo is also fabulous chocolate.
Yeah, that's a plant-based milk chocolate, and yeah, that's
Oh,
quite
delish. It's so good. It's so good.
that's made in Switzerland, and the
Yeah.
same thing. They package it and everything over there. You can imagine that is a little challenging for us right now, the whole Switzerland to America. So we've been a little frantic trying to figure that out. It's all of it for us, but we're here and we're doing it. And it's just I've been with them. It'll be 4 years, May 1st. So yeah,
Wow.
I'm humbled. Yeah. I'll
Amazing.
die working with you. It's like this community. You know what I mean? It's just good people and products that just make you feel good, and you just want to use them. So that's really our story, our little story.
Love it. Well, love that you're both here.
Thank you.
Also, V, I just want to chime in and say that this community won't be the same without you. And we have so loved getting to work with you and getting to know you and just always support you doing what's best for your health. And we all wish you the very best.
Thank you so
Please reach
much.
out anytime.
Vice versa.
And a welcome to our new featured creators. I think all the creators on here have been around for a little bit, so no one new to introduce themselves here. Although I think I saw in the chat that this was Anissa's first town hall. I'm not sure if she was able to stick around.
She had to leave, unfortunately, but she was here earlier.
No worries. Well, welcome to everybody. If you're watching the replay, we love that you're here. Some other stuff, just really quick. We've been doing some tests, initiatives, prototypes. We try and do things lightweight and quickly to assess them. Allie, Michelle, and I launched the Friday Faves show. It's sort of a brand and market show. Sandwiched between our happy hour call and the dev call, we do a 15-minute show. We try and do it as many Fridays as makes sense. We got a little bit out of the rhythm there in March, but we're back to this week will be number three in a row. So that's a fun way to do a live show using Stage 10's technology. It gets syndicated out to Instagram and our marketplace and the shop app. We can stream it to YouTube as well too. It's usually pretty easy, so we try and do that to as many places as we can and talk about the new brands that we're excited about on the platform.
Wait, Bill, sorry, Caleb is here from Lane's Barbecue.
Oh yeah, I messaged Caleb in the chat and I wasn't
Oh,
sure.
you did? Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry.
I asked if he was able to intro himself. Caleb,
Okay.
are you able to intro yourself? Got a kiddo.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey there. No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, it's Caleb's here. Sorry.
Hey, sorry. I had to take over on baby duty, feeding the baby, but I am here. Yes, I'm here.
Cool. You want to give us a quick intro about Lane's Barbecue?
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
show
I
the
can.
baby first.
This is Henry. He is our third,
Oh, he's brand new.
and I think my 3-year-old just woke up also. But yeah, he's 2 months old, so we are going through life with 3 kids right now, so it's fun. It's fun.
We have
Now you're playing zone defense.
Big zone defense, yes. It's a lot of I'm going over here, you go over there. We're trying to manage everything, but it's fun. It's been a big adjustment, but it's been fun for us.
Oh, sorry, Caleb. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I missed
Oh
all.
no, you're totally fine. You're good. You're good. I was gonna hang
Lane.
back, but I'll hop in real quick. It's fun.
Yeah, I have some of your spices. I got some in the island one.
Yeah, the island dust. It's lower on our list of popularity, but it's one of my favorites.
Oh, well, it's so good.
Yeah, so we're out of Bethlehem, Georgia. It's about 30 minutes outside of Athens. Um, it started as a small catering business, and our owner, he actually grew from that to making the spices, and now we're in retailers across the nation. We have a distributor in Australia. We are in like Sweden, Norway, Canada, Germany. We're slowly just kind of progressing with distributors across the world. Um, and we're just trying to, our slogan is season the world with goodness and just bringing families around the table, in a time of, just the times nowadays is kind of crazy out in the world. So we're kind of trying to bring everyone back to the table, have a good meal, make memories with each other. That's kind of who we are and what we're about.
I've tried the sort of white sauce, and I just like love that for dipping burgers and fries. And
Yeah, it's big for that.
we do that like 3 times a week. So I'm just like flying through it.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, love that you brought your little one here to the call, and please, anyone who hasn't joined one of our Friday happy hours at 1 p.m. Eastern, we try and share the link as much as we can. But those are kind of like mini town halls where we get together informally and just talk about what's going on. So we'd love to see you on one of those too if you're able to. Yeah, other prototypes. We've done some shopping pop-up type prototypes. We also prototyped a donation to creator thing, which we're in the early phase of too. We might try some different things with that too. We're always trying to do things that are quick and lightweight so that we can test them and check them out. So if you have ideas that would make Food Social a better home for you as a creator, let us know. We'll try and do something. I'm finally going to take a breath and hand it over to Pooja to talk about some community things that happened in Q1.
Yes, thank you, Bill. So one thing in Q1 that we had a lot of creators adopt was our creator market storefronts. So I think most of you on this call, not all of you, but most of you have your own storefronts. But basically it's an opportunity for you to have a page that has your own curated products that you love on the Food Social Market. And so if you are interested in creating a storefront and you don't have one already, just sound off in the chat and we can drop the form in for you to fill out. Another thing that we introduced in Q1 was office hours. So I have office hours every Wednesday from 2 to 4 Eastern. And it's just an open opportunity for you to come ask questions. You can come just hang out and say hi. You can even co-work. Katie, Lotta, and I have co-worked together during that time. Anything. You can ask for demos, whatever you need. Come join. Yes, Katie's joined most of them, and it always makes me so happy. So even if you don't have a question and you just want to pop in to say hi, it makes my day. And then we are also trying to, and I love how you all have all chimed in on this as well, but we're trying to create more engagement on our Slack workspace just to give us more opportunities to connect and share about what we're working on, what's going on in our lives, because that is all in the spirit of community. So if you ever have something that you want to ask about, or you want to throw out on the general channel on Slack, please do it because it's so fun to start conversations together. And we also have our product request program. So brands that are on this call, if you're not aware, you can opt in to be part of our product request program, and creators can thus request your products to try for themselves and use in recipes, share on social media, etc. And also creators, if you haven't utilized the product request program, which I think most of you have on this call, you definitely should, because there are new brands added to that regularly, and it's just a really great way to support our brands in the community and try them out. And finally, I want to give some shout outs to Erica, Leah, Reed, Matt, and Katie Lotta. They have all been creators who have just really taken a seat at the table and have gone above and beyond to help us grow Food Social in all of the ways that suit them and their own skills. And we just appreciate the work that you all have been doing. And yes, and Colleen as well. Thank you, Bill. We appreciate everything that you all do and are just so privileged to build this with you. And some fun shout outs. We have lots of people who have joined the 100 Recipe Club in Q1 and early Q2. So Lisa, you're on this call from Marie Ree's Recipes, Maria from Stillwood Kitchen, Sean from Pastured Kitchen, Allie, you're on here. You recently joined the 100 Recipe Club this month. Erica also, Holly, you're here. You also joined the 100 Recipe Club. Caked by Katie, Matt from Glass of Weinstein, also on this call. Jonathan from The Happy Veg, Tiffany from Live Laugh Cook, and Chloe Martin. So lots of people have joined the 100 Recipe Club, which is just bananas to me to see how you all are using Food Social, putting your recipes on there, truly using it as your recipe home. It's incredible. And Colleen joined the 300 Recipe Club in Q1, and extra bonus points because she is the first creator or first person on Food Social to reach 1,000 followers on the platform. So huge accomplishment, huge milestone, and can't wait for all of us to continue growing and get there as well one day. And now I'm going to punt it back to Bill to talk about Q2.
Yeah. Congrats. Colleen didn't literally get a K yet, though. I put it in the chat. I think I still need to get our developers to add the K rather than the four digit count, but you can see the actual count now. Okay, next thing I wanted to talk about was our Spring into Flavor campaign. A big shout out, of course, Mary, to Profanity Jam. I know that our community has been so excited and enthusiastic in receiving your products and making recipes. I did want to share just a quick tour of all the recipes that are in this collection. We like far surpassed the number of recipes that we thought would be generated from this. So it was a very enthusiastic response. We currently have 67 recipes in here. Creators had actually, Allie, Reed, or Michelle, do any of you want to talk about the prompt for Spring into Flavor since you all came up with it? And I'll just screen share.
Yeah, I can do it short and sweet. So the theme of this was obviously spring flavored, spring inspired, bright and fresh recipes that you could take with you, whether it's to a picnic, an outdoor event, or just celebrating the bright, fresh flavors of the season. So that was the first part of it. And then the second part of it is to really get acquainted with the new collections functionality. So right now, actually, creators are making their own picnic basket collections of recipes from fellow creators that participated in the campaign. And we will soon be voting for the best picnic basket. And the second winner will be for the creator that has the most amount of placements within picnic baskets. So, like Bill said, we had 67 recipes, and it's been so fun to see them all come in. And it's really blown me away with the creativity and truly the sheer number of recipes that were contributed. So, thank you to all the creators, and a massive thank you to Mary at Profanity Jam, and of course, Brent and the entire team at US Wellness Meats as well for sponsoring such a fun event.
This collection is mega. There's so many good recipes in here.
So many.
And I
Are some
love,
of these new in the last couple days?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
A
they were
lot have rolled in the past couple days.
yeah,
Oh my God. Okay. I
just
know.
like
I
a
saw
night.
Michelle's flake steak that we were talking about, or that we were talking about last week, but I didn't notice. I haven't seen some of these. This is great.
Yeah. One of the things I really liked about this prompt that you all came up with was the longevity of the content, right? Because like with the Super Bowl one, there's sort of like an event, and then it comes around every year and every fall. But this one, I feel like this content can be shareable over the coming months because these are all sort of spring, summery recipes, and I think there's a lot of great recipes that came out of this. I'm so excited about what happened. So we can drop the main collection here in the chat if anyone wants to check it out. I just dropped it in there for you all. Oh yeah, and then the activations that are coming for the rest of the year. Here we go, right here. We have all kinds of opportunities for brands to jump in. This sort of moves back and forth across here. There was a reason for that, but they're all sort of roughly the same. A grilling and summer cookout activation campaign in June, frozen treats one in July, a back to school, back to lunch one in August, a host entertaining one in September, a baking one in October, and then holiday entertaining one in November. We're not sure we're going to do one in December because everybody seems to get pretty busy then, but we will be back in January with our recipe rumble for 2026, which is hard to believe, but yes, we are already looking that far forward. If any of these speak to you, if you're here or watching the replay, let us know. And this is going to provide ample opportunities for creators to participate with brands in our community over the coming months. So if there's one of these that looks interesting to you, keep it on your radar. Another thing that is coming.
Oh, I just want to interrupt really quickly.
Go for it.
Mark your calendars for next week. On Tuesday, we have our Spring into Flavor wrap party. It will be at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you can come join us, it will be really fun. We all sound off in the chat, and it's really fun to do. And the winners will also be announced then.
Thank you. I missed that in my notes. There's a lot of notes here. Another thing that's coming in Q2 is short format posts. So if you go back to this create button, you'll see that there's post, which is whited out. Eventually, you'll be able to click this and make essentially like a tweet or a short format, something that you can write, share an image, share a video, and then interact with your followers. This is another thing that's central to how we build community together on the platform, interact with our followers, and give them pieces of content that they want to check out. You can resurface old content with these. We all know that older content isn't bad content, although the other platforms have conditioned us to think that way. So you'll be able to interact with your followers in that way too. So that's coming in this quarter. One other, let's see, I think I'm jumping around a little bit here. One other thing that's going on, we've been doing some fundraising for Food Social, the company. That's been going on for a couple of months at this point, and we're pretty much in the thick of it. We're raising what I would call a seed round. It's a proper venture-backed round. We have interest from several VCs, and we're going through the process there. We're getting a great reception. We've done this before, and we're getting the best reception we've ever gotten by far. And it's a real testament and endorsement in what we're doing and what we're building together. These folks who see a lot of companies come through and pitch them, they think this is a really cool idea, and what we're building is really unique and neat. And so that's just a note that we are going through that. It's been a lot of work, of course, to do it properly. It takes a lot of time. Another note, we've been prototyping, or we're going to begin prototyping some premium offerings. So you might have seen that flash on the screen as I was looking through here. It is on this slide. So for creator monetization, we've cut back the engaged session payment a couple times. I'm sure all of you creators know that. We are looking at how to expand your monetization on the platform. And so this little bubble chart over here, a couple things to sort of call out and how to read it. The top 3 bubbles are things that we currently do. So we derive revenue from brands, from their product sales, from their platform subscriptions, and from those campaigns and activations. The little orange squiggle is our live Stage 10 events. So we do see an expansion of how we incorporate live shoppable events into as much as what we can do as possible. We see that the world is moving in that direction, and so we're paying attention closely to that. This second phase of monetization for creators is something that we're just beginning to explore. We had grad students from Carnegie Mellon University this spring work on a project to explore sustainable revenue and monetization for not just creators, but for the platform in general. And it really validated some of the ideas that we had come up with before they started working. So things like direct-to-fan membership for episodic content, like say you want to do a Monday night cooking class, you can monetize that with your followers. Or if you want to come up with a cooking course or a cooking class that's not episodic, but it's more tactical, you can do that. Or even just premium gated content. So think of it like iTunes, but for recipes, where we have the potential to do that too. We see live streamable shopping video as being a part of these in some way, shape, or form. We've also had some interesting conversations with somebody who's in the connected TV world, so the smart TV, Roku sort of world. There's a potential for some of that to creep in as we move forward as well. But essentially, the take-home message is this is not necessarily a prescriptive strategy, but we do know that the direct-to-fan monetization is something that's really important to creating a robust, sustainable monetization strategy for creators moving forward. We're inviting everyone to have a seat at the table on this one. If there's something you want to do to bring your audience in and monetize them in some way, please let us know, okay? We've been talking about this now for just about a month. We've had good flowing conversations around it, but it's not too late to weigh in and let us know. We're just at the beginning of exploring how we do this. And so let us know if you want to be a part of that. I'm not really watching the chat as we go along here, but we can explore these on the weekly happy hours. You can send us ideas. We want to know. Any questions on that part? A couple other things coming up. We're going to expand our offerings of monthly creator-led workshops. Pooja, you were going to cover this. Do you want to just say a few quick words on this part?
Yes, so we've done some creator-led workshops in the past. Like Bill did a really great one on food photography with your iPhone. Reed has done really a helpful workshop. Michelle's done a pie making class during our happy hours. And so we're going to be doing those more regularly. So we're going to host workshops once a month, starting with on May 16th. Mark your calendars, May 16th during happy hour. Reed is going to lead a workshop on Pinterest. So he's going to lead a masterclass on how to utilize Pinterest to bring more traffic to your recipes, which I think a lot of us need help with based on what I saw in the general chat earlier this last week. What day is it? Last week. So we're also looking for someone for the June spot. So if you have a skill that you think would be helpful to share with the community, please let us know. Jesse, I know that you are incredible at photography. So if you're ever willing to lead a photography workshop, that would be, or like a food styling workshop, that would be amazing because you're so good at that. Matt, I know you've talked about leading a workshop with voiceovers. So anything that you all would want to lead a workshop on, please let me know and we will get you scheduled for that. And then finally, for me, we are working on introducing this concept that Katie Lotta brought up called like a food social coffee shop, which is basically a perpetually open, think of perpetually open Zoom room where you can go to co-work and just hang out with other people. If you're editing photos or just working on stuff and you're like, hey, I'd really like a buddy, like this is lonely, because a lot of the work that we do as recipe creators is very lonely. You can just hop on to that food social coffee shop and you never know who might be waiting there to co-work with you. So it's kind of to bring back a virtual version of like what we all did in college, like at the library, you study with your friends or you meet up with people at coffee shops, but our own version of that since we're all located all across the US and really the globe. So, all right, Allie, go for it with brands.
Awesome. Well, my Jersey quick talking will come in handy here right now. So Bill already covered the campaign calendar, so I will skip that. But if you are a brand and you're interested in doing anything with us for the remainder of the year, would love to chat about what that can look like. We are also working on curating more fun collections within our marketplace directly. So it's been fun to curate some of those. We have one for Mother's Day. We had one for Earth Day. We have a couple of other really fun collections coming, and we'll continue to build on those, especially as we see our traffic growing through the market. So Bill is pulling up some of them right now, but it's a really great way to showcase the different brands in our community and celebrate events that are happening that people need to buy gifts for, whether that's for somebody else or for yourself, because we all deserve nice things too. So have fun peeking around in there. And then on the brand side too, if you haven't come to any of our happy hours yet, we would absolutely love to have you. It's a great opportunity for our community to hear directly from you, learn a little bit more about your brand, and a great way to help build some connections with our community and really network. And as you can kind of glean from this town hall even, it's a great way to just establish some great, personal connections. And when you see people showing up week after week, it's really fun to build on that as well. Speaking of products and market and brand connections, we have 2 brands right now that are participating in an increased incentive program. So one of them is Anar Gourmet Foods. She has put together some really nice gift boxes for Mother's Day, actually. So if you want to share any of these, the spice ones are amazing if you haven't tried them yet. But it's a really great opportunity to gift, whether it's for Mother's Day or to anybody else special in your life, or again, for yourself. But Anar is adding an additional 10% commission on any sales in addition to what you are already earning on sales for those products. We also have another brand, Shri Shri Tatva, that is also offering that additional 10% incentive for any sales that are made on their products as well. So if you haven't tried them yet, it's a great opportunity to explore those and share those with your audience. You get a unique affiliate link and a discount code as well. So if you need any help getting those set up, reach out to Pooja and she can help get those up and running for you. And the final thing on my list is for the rest of the month or foreseeable future, you get an additional $10 for every new customer that you get shopping through Food Social Market. So if you bring anybody new in, you will receive that additional $10 for each new customer. Okay, I think that's all my stuff. Thank you.
I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Well done. So I hope everybody here is like a regular. So I hope you all know this, but community is so important to what we're doing. We invite you all to bring your ideas about what you want Food Social to be to the table and let us know how we can make this the best home for you as a creator or as a brand or as somebody who loves cooking. My mom's always letting me know what she likes on the platform, and many of you on this call have recipes that she's been saving to her collections. We want to know what would make us be the best, and to continue to building this together is very important. We often say that we're building in public, which also means sometimes that the bugs and the quirks and the duct tape are public too. But I think it's really important that if we're all doing this together, that transparency is actually more important than anything else. So with that, I know we have a little bit of not much time left, but I did want to open the floor for any thoughts, comments, questions, or ideas that might have come up. I hope we've addressed things in the chat as we've gone. But does anyone have anything they'd like to bring up before we conclude?
I'd love to just say one last thing. Reed dropped this link in the chat, the For Creators page. We are trying really hard to grow our creator community, but the reality is we need your help. Please, like if you have friends who you see that are creators that you think would be a good fit for the Food Social community, or you think like, as creators, it's such a solid whenever we turn around and like we extend a hand to other creators who are doing the hard work and giving them another chance to join or giving them an opportunity to join a community like this. And so anyone that you see out there who's doing good work that you get along with, like anyone in your own community, in your creator community, please extend the word about Food Social because we want to grow our community. We want more of you amazing people and we want more opportunities for connection. So yeah, redropped that in there. And if you ever have any questions about how to approach it or how to talk to someone about it, you know that you can Slack or email me literally anytime. I'm always here to help.
Mary, it looked like you had raised your hand. Did you want to say something?
This might be too early in my membership, but have you thought about having a Food Social and a convention?
We have. We definitely have. When we raised our first round, we brought the team into Pittsburgh, and one of the first things we said was, wouldn't it be cool if we could do this with the community? That's very much on our radar. I know that community members here, like Reed, have been hosting. Reed just hosted a meetup in Seattle. I love the idea of Food Social community members hosting their own meetups as well. But having like a convention of sorts is definitely on the table. It's something that we've talked about, and I love that you're bringing that up and interested in it because we are too.
I'm a amateur event planner.
Really? Excellent.
Yeah, very amateur. But yeah, I've got it in my blood in terms of loving to organize that kind of thing, and it just seems like,
Ooh.
I mean, you because we're like global almost. It seems like actually meeting people in person would just be awesome. I can see fans coming in to find their favorite creators. You could have, your marketplace people support it financially. not fancy foods, I hope, because that one put me in the
Oh, those
purple. We went so far past red on that one,
put you in
but
the
it was
purple.
worth it. But I think you've made such a great online community. I think sometimes making it personal will be fun.
Love that.
Yeah, I will say and echo Mary, like when we go to shows and we get to meet in person, there's a different kind of energy around that. And I think we're all so food and forward and we want to share and be a group. And so we've definitely talked about it. So we'll loop you in, Mary. It gets to that
Gladly.
point, you know that we will.
And one of my dearest friends is a professional event planner.
Cool.
All the travel and everything. In fact, we are leaving on Thursday for a month in Spain and Portugal, and he did the whole trip for us. So he knows his stuff and he's fun.
Yeah.
Well, we should do it. So wait, you said fancy foods. You're going to New York in June then?
No, I
Oh,
can't
about
do that
January.
twice.
Got it.
Yeah. But next January is San Diego, which means I could drive all my crap down. Well, sorry, we drove to Vegas, but it would be
Easier.
I still have to ship it because my 3PL guy's in Indianapolis, so I still have to ship product, but for us it would be much easier.
Yeah. Cool. I love San Diego.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Anyone have anything else I want to share before we wrap?
Just that you guys are the best. Yeah, I love being part of this community. Sorry, my camera is off because it's like a no. I look awful today, but I just want to say that you guys are awesome, and I'm so grateful to be part of this community.
Thank
Oh,
you.
and I'm Katie, by the way. I think my username just says a lot of eats, but yeah.
Love it.
Come to happy hour on Friday.
Yeah, happy hour on Friday.
Saying
And
An extra special one.
yes, there's a special collab being announced on Friday. We're very excited about it.
Yes.
All right, well, in honor of what we always do at our happy hours, I'm going to play us out here with closing time. But thank you all for coming, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for being part of the best community on the internet.
Bye.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Thanks, everybody. Bye. See you guys. Well done.